Yeah, hello everyone. Today we're going to check out some news of our robots. So I think let's get into it. So we have some news about Flowering Everlife Phase 2. The Everlife Blossom event enters the second. Oh, okay. Following the free microchips, have appeared in the chest for 200 coins. And those are the chips that are in the chest. You can find description of these circles at the end of the article. Yeah. We don't really want to see this. Titan protection points progression. So this is one of the bigger changes here. As you see, it's a change to the Titan's resistance. Or I mean, there's stat of Arthur defense points. So yeah, Titans Titans get a huge boost in the defense early on and barely get stronger in the second half of the level. We are changing the progression of the defense point to be exactly the opposite. Now Titans will receive the main increase in defense after level 24 of the hull. This will make it easier for players in lower leagues to fight the Titans. This table compares the Arthur Hurl improvements before and after the rebalance. So yeah, if you see, then it's more curved upwards, the red line. So it's like when you start, you're getting a little amount of resistance, and then you go higher and higher. But before, it was that you just started gaining so much resistance at the point then that you after some time you were not you weren't getting that much resistance from upgrades, which doesn't make a really sense because you actually paid more for less resistance. So now it's fixed. Now it's done differently, that you pay more for much higher resistance. You will get much higher resistance. So this is some kind of table of Arthur and Kid's resistance. I think it's even. So yeah, if you see, then protection points, damage reduction. Yes, so at level 50, the Arthur has 170. So you see that it comes from the level 24. It gets to the point when it's when you get much more resistance. If you see, then there's difference of 95, then it's 99, and then it's 103, and then it comes by 5, and it gets by much more rate. If you see, then from level 1 you get 70, then you get 71. So yeah, I think it should be bigger though. So Kid, you're starting out with only 25 defense points or protection points, which equals 20% of damage reduction. Oh, that's not much though. Arthur has so much resistance though, from the beginning and even from the end. But I think that the Kid would beat them all with its ability. Then, as you see, then you have 20 at the level 1. You have 25, and then it goes just only by 1 or 2. And from actually, Kid gains much more resistance though. It goes by a lot though. Anyways, yeah. So as they say, it's from the level 24, it gets to a point where you get far 5 to 4 defense points per upgrade. So yeah, um, kid. Ao Ming, protection points. So it starts with 40 now, and that's 28.57% of damage reduction, and then from level 24 you gain more by 4, then by 5, and it's getting higher, and you end up with 150 damage reduction, so 60%, which is like a falcon right now. Nodens protection points, it starts with 30, which is 23.08% of damage reduction, and from level 24 it's 67, and then it goes by 5, and then even for more. I mean, you gain by 5, so you every upgrade you do, you gain by 5, then by 6, and so on. And ends up with 160 damage resistance, and that equals 61.54% of damage reduction. Yeah, I said wrong. I meant 160 defense points. So yeah, there's the nerfs right there. We have the first nerf, and that's the Ao Ming from durability of 25% decrease. So yeah, um, total repair of ability will increase by 10%, and it will last longer for 2 seconds, for 2 more seconds. But the cooldown of ability will be longer for 3 seconds than before. Ming has Ming was considered as an attacking titan. However, as the titan gained in popularity, Ming quickly became something of a weapon for every Cassian. He was equally good at playing the role of a fighter and role of the walking fortress. With this rebalance, we emp- emphasize. Oh my, I don't know the word. I don't know this word. Its main role to hover over the battlefield and suppress the enemy with fire. Now you have to do it carefully. Ming will not be able to withstand that amount of damage so easily. Plan your attacks before pressing the ability button. On the other hand, Ming has an easier time recovering between attacks. His second ability now replenishes more durability. So yeah, that's one of the biggest nerfs of the Ao Ming, and we have the first buff, which is Kid, plus 5% durability. I kinda agree at that, but I think it should get also a better resistance. I mean, it should gain more resistance, or I mean, it's just not doing that well compared to any other Titan. Nodens, plus 5%. Yeah, that's also great. I mean, I don't know why, but I think the Nodens is not that use. Um, People don't use the Nodens that much. Probably because of the Ao Mings, but I don't really see Nodens on the battlefield that much. I don't know why, but yeah. So yeah, we have another nerf, which is Curassier damage minus 20%, which is by a lot, and Gandarme damage minus 10%. We continue to monitor how Rapture and Tsar perform in the battle. With these tweaks, we can become a worthy alternative to energy weapons that were previously overly effective. Yeah, I think they were not. It was just that the Titan, the Ao Ming, was doing so much damage with these weapons, because you have 25%. If you have 100 level Ao Ming, then you have 25% more damage at the level of the Titan. It's one of its feature, and then you can have free thermon. Oh no, it's not called thermonuclear. So the better Titan modules, the damage modules, which will gain you 87% more damage. So if you count that, then it's more like 100% damage. So if you see this, then you know you get like twice as much as the weapons would normally do. So I don't think that they were overpowered. It was just that the Ao Ming was making them overpowered. Overpowered. Oh my, no, overpowered. What am I doing? What am I saying? Yeah. Igniter Blaze Ember damage plus 25. The damage from flamethrowers has been significantly reduced after we reworked their mechanics in the one of the part updates. Although we shouldn't have. Time to fix it. So yeah, they weren't doing as much damage as they used to do. So I think now it should be fixed. So it's not already counted as a buff though. Robot and pilots. Robots and pilots. Ao Jun. Huh? Okay. Wait, what? Wait, what is happening? Why there's just Ao Jun point? Oh, No, it's just Ao Jun point. Okay. Okay. Well, I will just say it because I know the nerf. Ao Jun get a nerf which when you ascending and when you are descending, you lose your stealth. So when you press your ability, and when the Ao Jun starts to fly up, you used to have the stealth active, but now you don't. So you fly up without a stealth, and the stealth activates at the moment as you hit the height for the flight when you activate the flamethrower. And then as the flight ends, you lose your stealth and you descend, so you fall on the ground, which used to be that you had your stealth even that you were descending. It used to be that you landed on the ground and then you deactivate your stealth, but now it's different. So only 8 seconds of stealth, and Ao Jun, in my opinion, is pretty screwed up right now. I don't know. I mean, another Ao Jun nerf, like third, like seriously, why? I mean, the second nerf, the first and second nerf were kind of okay. You were still able to play with it, but it wasn't that dominant though, because other robots just outweigh your abilities and such, and you wait 22 seconds for ability that lasts, I don't know. If we just count that you have 8 seconds of flight right now, only, 8 seconds of stealth, then you wait for ability, which has 20, which is the cooldown of 22 seconds, and you wait for ability that has only 8. So you wait almost 3 times as much as the ability is, which shouldn't be the case though. I think every robot should have twice as much the cooldown as the ability goes. So for example, the Blitz has ability which goes for 8 seconds, and the cooldown is 16, which is great. So, but the Ao Jun, for example, then has only only 8 seconds of stealth. I mean, the ability can be counted as 10 seconds because your ascending and descending, which also takes time of the ability. But if we take the stealth only, then it's 8 seconds, and it's not that right for me. I mean, even some robots like the Ravana, you have 3-second ability, but you wait for charge, I don't know, for 14 or 15 seconds. That's also really terrifying, if I would say it like that, because you wait like almost 5 times. Wait, exactly 5 times more than the ability lasts for. That's so insane. But the ability is overpower. I mean, it's really strong ability on the Ravana, so that can be counting in it. Clive wishes. The Blitz pilot no longer gains invisibility via climbing and... Bruh? Oh, it's messed up right there. Anyways, yeah, that was supposed to be with the Ao Jun. Clive wishes pilot ability to damage reduction 80 to 50. Well, yeah, that's another nerf. It's a second nerf of the pilot. I don't know why this nerf kind of screwed me up, because I was standing. It was standing to. I was making blitz, and I have blitz right now, and I was saving my silver for the Clive, which I don't have it right now, but I am saving for it. But now if I see that it's nerfed again, and I'm not really into, I'm just asking if I should or not, because 50% of damage resistance isn't that much though, and you can now kill the blitz much more easier. And I'm just questioning if I should or not. So yeah. Kyle Rogers, half pilot. Changed ability, grants temporary immunity to crowd control after being hit instead of permanent immunity to crowd control. So this is the I think this is the quickest nerf I've ever saw, because they introduced the Kyle Rogers for the hack a while ago, just I don't know, 3-2 months now 3-2 weeks or such, and now it's getting a nerf. So I was like kind of surprised, because Big Sonic doesn't do that often. I mean, they always wait for it. Anyways, yeah, I think it's the right decision though. Um, it would be too strong if you had permanent immunity. So it's like anti control, I think. So it deactivates it, and then you can get it again though. So yeah. Well, actually you can't, because you have 5 seconds of. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for the nerfs and such. I think the Ao Ming was a little bit too much. I mean, not the Ao Ming itself. The nerf is great, but imagine these people who paid for the Ao Ming to be strong, for the weapons to be maxed, for everything for on the Ao Ming, and then they Big Sonic just said, let's nerf it," which is a great decision though. But I'm kind of feeling sad for these people, because the platinum and everything they put into it, and now it's gone. They won't get it back. Yeah, and now you have Ao Ming, which is nerfed and not doing as great as before, and you just screwed up. See, I mean, that's just they this is how they rewarded their pay to win players. This is how they rewarded them to nerf their Ao Ming, and by a lot.